you got more of a chance of getting hit crossing the street than you do of having a child with neuroblastoma.
Is ignorance bliss? That is, would you rather know or not know? You get to decide, and you'll walk in the footsteps of the Bells. This is the story of Rick Bell and his daughter Madeline. A wonderful birth, and then at age 3 months, the story evolves. The Bells get one of those phone calls, not the kind you receive from the radio station that says you've just won money or a new car. It's a phone call that says life as we know it has changed forever.
Madeline's disease progressed during that between 3 and 5 months.
Now the decisions begin. Do the Bells give up? Do they travel 12 hours, 600 miles away to a hospital they've heard about? Or do the Bells make the decision to seek treatment closer to home?
I'll tell you, on Friday afternoon, what do you think my response was? I was going to put my kid in the car and drive to Memphis. So we had an appointment on Monday to go back to Palmetto Health, and the answer was okay. I mean, we still are going, I got to go to the best. That's the thing. You will bankrupt yourself. You will lose your job. You'll do whatever for your kids. I mean, you may be more practical when it comes to yourself, but for them, you become their advocate. You'll move heaven and earth.
I was made to be loved by you, to be loved by you, to be loved by you.
Now the next thing, the doctors want Madeline stronger. How many months does she need to become stronger? Remember, Madeline is only 3 months old. Does she need 2 to 3 months, 3 to 6 months, or more than 6 months?
Madeline was diagnosed at 3 months. We didn't start chemo until 5 months. They wanted her to mature a little bit and be a little more prepared for the effects of chemo. After being at the hospital for 3 days, I have an emotional attachment to that place. You think back to songs when you're a teenager and you got your heart broken. Those things, even though it was negative, it's still, you remember it. You hear, I Can't Fight That Feeling, 1984, and I can tell you the girl I loved in 7th grade, There is no normal stuff. There's nothing normal, ever. Not when you have a kid so we don't, our type of cancer doesn't have remission. Ours has no evidence of disease. You know how great that makes you feel? Well, we can't see anything, so the cancer that she had affected her nervous system, and so, sometimes babies' eyes change. Well, hers were destined to be brown, like mine. The affected side of her face, it stopped, and so it's green. So she has 2 colored eyes.
Looking at those pictures, Rick Bell says now that he sees how sick his daughter was, but he didn't realize it at the time because he was so close to her. And when she runs nowadays, Madeline does perspire, but only on half of her body. It's another side effect of neuroblastoma. It's leukemia you never want to get the phone call for. But if you do, let's hope on the other end you have a connection to Palmetto Health Children's Hospital.
It's very strange blessings that you get from going, well, we have a child with cancer.
I was made to be loved by you, to be loved by you, to be loved by you.
The hospital's a blessing in some way, because whenever you're done with treatment, you really miss that place. You get somebody to say, your daughter's looking good, or she's not worse. I don't care if she's getting better, is she worse? Is there anything today?